Hello guys, this is going to be our video tutorial. I'm Rain, and let's go ahead and get started. You can download Unity 3D at unity3d.com. Just go up here to the upper right hand corner and hit download. After going here, it'll give you the download link, and there you go. But I already have it downloaded and installed on this computer, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. It'll give you this little splash screen. This is Unity 3.5.2, so it is the newest one. And this is the first thing that pops up. This is a pre-built game that Unity already comes with. And I must say, it's very nice. I mean, it's got a lot of good textures and everything, and it's well set up. The main reason I supply these is so that people can test things on their own instead of like having to constantly remake things and test them and remake them. But we're gonna go ahead and play this, and as you can see, we're this guy with a laser gun apparently, and as you can see, I mean, it's a really good game engine, runs smoothly, and if we turn on our stats over here, it'll show us our frames per second. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about the gameplay, even though Unity has a language that is pre-built into it called Unity Script, and it's called JavaScript on here, but it causes a lot of confusions because people say that, but it's actually Unity Script. It's completely different, and it runs like 200 times faster. But we're just going to do a simple project, and I'm going to teach you guys step by step how to create a video game from the ground up. So what I just did is I created a new project, and we're going to go ahead and create a ground for our character to walk on. So we're going to add a plane, we'll scale that up a bit. Over here we have our mouse action buttons. We can use this to grab it and move it around. The repositioning and rotation, along with scaling. So those are all really nice. And then over here in our inspector, this is going to show everything that is currently going on in your, well, I guess you could say your object, but it gets a little confusing because you can add, or you can have something that's not an object and it still has an inspector view. But I'm going to go ahead and reset the position and rotation, so everything's at 0, 0, 0. Except for the scale. I'm going to scale it up some. And what we're going to go ahead and do is, now that we've gotten ourselves semi-familiar with this, we're going to go over to our Project tab, right-click, Create, and then we're going to go to C# script. We're just going to call this Movement. And we're going to go ahead and open this up. And Unity comes with a IDE called MonoDevelop. It's pretty good. I haven't had any issues with it yet, so that's good. And as you can see, it already comes with some built-in methods, and it's got a lot of stuff you can do, like with GUIs and all sorts of fun stuff. But as far as what we're going to look at today is we are going to make a simple movement script. And to actually make anything apply to anything in Unity, the only thing that we have to do is go to, well, first I'm going to create a cube, and that's going to be our character. And let me go ahead and pull it up just a bit. Okay. And then I'm going to make a really low quality movement script, because it'd just be a lot easier to understand than once you get into all the I guess you could say higher quality built-in methods, but it's easier just to explain it like this for now. So in our update, which is called once every frame, we need to do if input dot get key down key code dot let's put W, because we're going to set up a simple WASD setup. So then we're going to go to hold on a second, I gotta let my dog out real quick, so I'm going to pause the video. Okay guys, I'm back, and instead of making a movement script, I'm going to go ahead and make it easier on you guys, and we're going to go back to Unity. We're going to delete the movement script, and I'm going to import a first-person controller prefab, which is, you can go to your assets, import package, and you've got all these basic packages that you can put in. And if you have an asset of your own, you can just click that. You can also go down to the project view, right click, and it's the same thing. So I'm going to do the simple mobile ones, because I believe it does come with it. There is the script for it, and the prefab for it is right there. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and import that real quick. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, so we've imported our new stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and enter my first-person controller prefab. And if you don't understand what I mean by prefab, it's basically Unity can store things like if you have a bunch of objects that you want to be one thing, like say you have a bunch of rocks and you want to have a rock pile and you can place multiple ones everywhere and they're all the same, you can group them up and create them into a prefab, and it will keep that, and you can just constantly add them again and again and again. So after we hit play with our first-person controller prefab, as you can see, it's very dark because we have no lighting, and that's about it. So let me go over to my first-person control prefab, which I don't think is the right one. I think I imported the wrong one. I know what the problem is. I imported the mobile one. Let's see, is it in the physics? Can I get another one? I might have to pause the video and go get the first-person controller from another. Well, hold on, character controller. What is this? I can't. There we go. Yeah, here we go. My bad. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, now that we have our first-person controller, if we hit play, and it appears that we have way too many main cameras in the scene right now, which I'm kind of glad it did that, because now I can, or now that I know that I need to go back and delete that, and this one already has main camera evolved into it. So if we hit play again, there we go. Move the mouse, moves the screen, WASD for those, space to jump. It's just your basic, it's like a first-person shooter setup, pretty much. And, alright, so let's begin. First off, so we can actually not have this so bland, we're going to go to game objects, create other, and go to point light, which it's basically going to make an orb that puts